Hey there, you guys. Okay, so this is the second session of CutieCraft, and I'm like um in disbelief at the moment. I just barely uploaded the first episode, and it looks like it's going well. So without further ado, let's get going. I'm in an infinitely better mood than I was earlier, though I'm still stuffless. Well, that's not true. I have a wooden pickaxe, andesite, which serves no purpose, and granite, which serves no purpose. And I have dandelions. Oh, I had clay. I lost clay early. Oh, I have 2 charcoal. Okay, positives. Let's just go and, if I can get out the fucking door. Okay, so let's go and mine some cobble because I need stone tools again. Again. Um, so if you haven't seen last episode, I highly recommend it, though the chances of you guys not having seen the last episode are very slim, simply because, sequence. And yeah. So, last episode, my trusty zombie, um, friend threw me into the lava while I was distracted. Very rudely. Very rudely. He threw me into the lava. And basically all my iron, all my armor, all of my stuff gone. So let's move on. Let's move on. I'm going to put the past behind me. I'm going to put the past behind me. So yay. Second episode where we get to punch trees. I swear, I'm gonna leave this forest completely cleared and still be on the beginnings of a first episode. But it's cool. It's cool. We'll get through this together. Um, so yeah. What was I talking about last time? I think when I was so rudely pushed into the lava, I think I was talking about pentatonics and how I was going to disown my sister. Well, and I think this just speaks for our generation as a whole. Um, so pentatonics released this acapella song called Evolution of Music, and it went up from the evolution of music from like the 1600s to the 2010s, which is now. And my sister only recognized Lady Gaga, Beyonce, and what? Oh, why am I making another pick? And what else did she? She recognized something else, but the point is, she did not recognize any of the really good music, and that made me sad, and I might disown her. Simply because yeah, disowning siblings, it's fun. I mean, what are siblings for if you can't disown them? I mean, everyone with siblings can speak for me. Siblings are meant to be disowned. Even if they're the best siblings ever, I mean, it's just something you have to do at some point. I mean, it makes them appreciate you, um, and it gets on their nerves, so it's a plus two. Oh, also, if you want to get really on their nerves, just pretend that everything they're saying is like it doesn't, like it hasn't happened. Like they're not talking at all. They're silent. They're invisible. It's actually really funny. I did that. I used to do that to my sister a lot when we were little. Um, and she would get so pissed off. She'd be like, "I'm right here." Granted, this was when we were like 3. No, I was older. I was like maybe 6. I didn't grow out of that phase until I was 6. Though I think I still haven't grown out of it simply because of the fact I like to make her suffer too much. Um, why did I make a crafting bench? I fully enjoy making her suffer. It's just a lot of fun. Don't judge me. I feel you judging me. It's getting to be nighttime. See, and that's why I don't go out at night. Because I get killed. Every 10 seconds, I get killed. I mean, granted, it was 20 minutes until I got killed, but I mean, I was only in the cave for about like 10 of those. The other 8 minutes, I was like outside doing some dumb shit. But yeah, let's see how this recording session goes. Also, I'm going to make a goal. My goal is to die less than maybe 3 times and to actually recover all of my stuff. As you can tell, I did not recover any of my stuff from last session simply because I was extremely pissed off. Like, you cannot understand how pissed off I was at the very end. I mean, it was just, it was heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, terrible. So we have a mission today, and that mission is to go conquer that cave. I mean, I'm pretty sure I stripped it clean of everything and lost it all in the lava, but you know what? Who gives a damn? We're gonna go and we're gonna conquer it and show all the moms that live in that cave. Moms. I said moms. What are moms doing in a cave? I swear. I mean, I can't imagine my mom living in a cave. I think my mom would go insane from not being able to watch movies on Megashare. She'd be like, "But sweetie, I can't survive here. There's no internet or phone." Yeah, so moms in caves. Where the hell was this cave? I know it was through here. Oh. Lag? Yoo-hoo. Trees. I did not cut down these trees. Lag? Did these chunks just... Whoa, parkour. Did these chunks just not... Okay, I guess these chunks just didn't load. I'll gladly take the wood. But, this is very odd. I'm so confused. Or you know what? They're probably the damn angels. The damn angels did this. Okay, so, backstory. I have a friend, Christina. I met her in high school. And when she was a senior, we began, I posed a hypothetical. I don't think this is the same cave, but we're going to go in here anyway. I posed a hypothetical. Who would win in a fight? Angels or zombies? She went with angels, so of course I had to go with zombies. What else am I going to do? Look, I agree with her. And basically they've been in an everlasting war ever since. By the way, my zombies decimate everything. As you saw last episode, they just go ham. They go hard as a mofo, and they pwn. Just saying. I mean, otherwise, how else would my zombie have been able to play that prank on me and push me into the lava? Yes, it was a prank. It wasn't because I was distracted. God damn. So yeah, it was probably the fucking angels. The angels took all the chunks, and that's why the trees didn't load properly. The angels took the trees. That's the only logical explanation that I have for that. I mean, it couldn't be that my laptop simply didn't load the chunks. I mean, it had to be the fucking angels. I mean, what else? They were probably getting revenge because they were so upset that they didn't think of pushing me into the lava first and that my incredible zombies did. But yeah. That's probably what happened. I'm not going to question it too much. You guys aren't going to question it too much. And I should probably make a furnace. Just because I would like to... I have 10 iron. And I would like to have iron equipment. Because I had iron equipment before and it died. Oh. Oh, okay. You know what? This is a chance. Creeper, goodbye. Goodbye, you Goodbye. No, I said bye. I do not want to hang out with you. Thank you. I'll collect your experience and gunpowder if you left me any. But I will wall this off because, well, you know what? I'll just do that. Simple. Because my zombies are very tricky and they need to be punished. They can't come near me anymore. I'm sorry. That privilege has been revoked from them. I mean, even if they beg me to come back, I'm not going to let them near me. They will simply always be under my control, but alas, zombies are no longer allowed near me. It's just a rule. It's for my own safety. It's for my own sanity because I cannot lose everything every single episode. I think they will kick me out of my dorm if that happens because I will scream so much. I need a bucket. I need a bucket and I need water. I need to remember this because I was watching... Fuck. I was watching the last session's recording and I realized that I yelled vehemently 3 times that I did not have a bucket. And I mean that I did not have water. And what did I do? I went back to the same place and I started putting dirt blocks on lava. I mean, what is that? What is that? My short attention span. I swear. Like, I just can't anymore. So, I guess meanwhile we wait for this to smelt, this would be a good time to introduce something else that I had introduced in what I'm now calling the lost commentation of what was yesterday? It was the first? Was it the first? The lost commentation of Super Bowl day, because I don't remember what the date was yesterday, and even though my phone's right next to me, I just don't have the will to look at it. So basically what I had said last time was that I was going to start every session off with what I call embarrassing story time. And if you and I think last time the story I had told was the story of how I got my first and only ever black eye off of a swing. So I was with these two friends, about 7th grade-ish, and we were at the park and we decided that it would be fun to swing on our bellies on the swings. And what I mean by that is we actually laid face down on the swings. And the other one of our, like, we would take turns swinging each other, and basically it felt like you were flying. And so my friends' turns went relatively well. They swang to their heart's content, and it was fun, and there was lots of laughing, and it was just an overall good time. But then when it came to my turn, I started swinging. Well, they started swinging me, and the first few went fine, and then the next couple of times went fine, and then finally the last time, my friend didn't pull back far enough, and I face planted the floor. I kissed the floor full with my face. There was blood. There were 3 scared teenage girls because we had no idea what the fuck to do. Because I mean, I was bleeding. Thank God I didn't break my nose. I'm actually very fond of my nose, and I'm like so thankful I didn't break my nose. But I had the biggest black eye, and back then I was into the whole emo punk scene thing. So I had a fringe. I had the biggest fringe known to mankind. And I thought after we cleaned up all the blood and stuff, and I was back at her house hiding for about 2 hours, that maybe after the swelling went down, my mom would not be able to notice it because my fringe was so damn long. And, well, so I called my mom. Well, I called the house back when there was a house phone, back when 5-year-olds didn't have iPhones. And I call the house, and my sister answers, and she's like, hello? And I'm like, yeah, where's mom? Tell her I'm coming home. Oh, mom's not home. Where is she? She's been looking for you for the past 20 minutes. She got worried because you didn't call. So, I'm not going to do that because that would be stupid. So, I haul ass out of my friend's house, and I start heading towards home. She lived fairly far away from where I lived, so it was about a 20-minute walk, and I was scared shitless the entire time, just readjusting that fringe, hoping that my mom would not notice because it was dark, and that I could, I don't know, hide it for the next 2 weeks while it healed. I don't know what I was thinking. I was not in my right mind. I was 12. So finally, I get about 3/4 of the way home, and my mom, I finally run into my mom, and she looks so pissed. Beyond pissed off. Like, if you could take pissed and, and multiply it times 1,000,000, you would get to about maybe half of how mad my mom looked. She was scary. Like, scary mad. And she comes up to me and she's like, Oh shit. That's not what I wanted to do. She comes up to me yelling, Amanda Lee, where do you think you have been? You did not call me and I was getting worried. Look at the time, it's already 8 o'clock and oh my god, what happened to your face? So obviously my plan, my foolproof plan of her not seeing my black eye for my fringe didn't work. She saw right through it, and she freaked out. She thought I got into a fight with someone. And I mean, if you know me, I'm actually like 5 foot nothing. Back then I was even tinier. I think I was like 4'8". I was so tiny. So the notion was ridiculous to me. I was like, who in the hell am I gonna get in a fight with? A dwarf? Or like, well, no, dwarves in Lord of the Rings are actually pretty. That they were actually pretty much my height back then. Who am I gonna get into a fight with? Who? A Smurf? I mean, but she had it in her head that I had gotten into a fight with somebody and that I just simply wasn't telling her because I was scared that she was going to get even madder. She thought that I lived in a rough part of town back then, so she thought I had gotten involved with a gang and there had been a rumble. A rumble, by the way, for everyone who did not grow up in Le Ghetto, is basically when two opposing gangs or just a group of idiots get together and they fight until either the police shows up or until someone falls unconscious and they get scared shitless and they run away. Um, Gangs are bad, kids. Don't join gangs. Stay in school. Play on your cell phones. That's watch these videos. That's a million times better than ever joining a gang because I mean it's blood in, blood out. And she thought that maybe I had joined a gang, and was pussyfooting around the fact, and then was trying to get out of the gang because I got scared to my senses and they beat me up as per a gang mandate. So eventually I managed to convince my mom that I was in fact not in a gang, that I had actually got it from swinging belly down. This was weeks later, of course. She didn't believe me until weeks later. Um, Though the next day at school was very, very interesting because I mean, you're not going to go, no middle schooler in their right mind is going to go to their class and say, "Oh," when they ask, "Really, there's nothing down here." Nothing whatsoever. I built a staircase to nothing. This is no staircase to heaven. This is a staircase to shit.